And so he said, hey, listen, he says, in our poverty, we may be tempted to curse God. I tell people all the time that come through the ministry of Discover Hope as we're trying to walk with them through their addictions, and we meet them right where they're at, and then they would begin this journey of change, right? So God began to redeem them through salvation, and then we started going through this renewing process, and so they get a job, and they get their license, and they get a place, and we're celebrating with them, right? We're like, yes, man, these are accomplishments that you need to do. They're coming to classes, and they do all these things, and then finally, we start seeing them move away. And we don't see them no more. We do the follow-up, and they're too busy now. They're too busy to come to the groups and to their community. They're too busy to come to church, right? They all get jobs. For some reason, all their jobs always work them on Sunday mornings, right? So I think it's from the devil. So they begin to disconnect. And I always tell them this. I say, hey, let me tell you something. Don't let your blessing become your curse. Because, see, the enemy is just as crafty and just as deceiving. Why is that? Because the enemy knows what you've already shown him. Like, he don't know your heart because he ain't God, but he knows what you already have shown him. The scripture says in 1 Corinthians that he tempts you to the things that are desires of your heart. So the enemy only knows what you show him. And so then he begins to tempt you. He's like, yeah, it feels good, doesn't it? So when you are in your poverty, when you don't have nothing, when it all hits the fan and everything is taken away from you and you relapse, the first thing you want to do is blame God. The first thing you want to do is run from him. You offended by him and his people. All of a sudden, it's Robbie's fault. It ain't my fault. And so in our poverty, we may be tempted to curse God like Job's wife wanted her husband to do when they had lost everything. In Job 2:9, his wife said to him, are you still trying to maintain your integrity? Curse God and die. Why else would God allow all that we had to be taken from us? You must have sinned. As many of us do today when things don't go the way that we want them to. The way that we want them to. And so here's the second one. So in our poverty, we're tempted to curse God, but in our wealth, we may be tempted to forget God. In our wealth or in our riches, we may be tempted to forget God. Same scenario. They get all the things, they're doing all the stuff. Who goes on the counter shelf? Jesus. What do we start building our relationship with? Jesus. We start trying to make it happen. We start trying to take care of the things. One of the things I'm learning significantly in my walk with the Lord is that at times I don't have the patience enough to allow God to manifest what he actually has for me. Because indirectly, I put him on a timeline of when I'm supposed to see his miracle. and I'm telling you, brother, not yet have my timeline met his. Because he knows what I don't know. He knows way more than I know, right? And so when things are going good too, this is the prayer of Robbie's life every day. Lord, listen, Lord, examine my heart. Don't let me get so much that I don't need you. It's two prayers I always pray. It's kind of like what Proverbs says. I say, God, hey, Lord, don't give me so much that I don't need you and I don't need my wife, Emily. Don't give me so much that I don't need you and that I don't need Emily, right? Keep me in a heart posture where I have no other reason but to depend on you and that I need you. Don't give me so much knowledge that I don't need you.